Good morning, everybody. So I am doing my cord cutting meditation for our 11-day challenge. Today is November 1st. So feel free to join along at any time. Thanks so much for being a part of this group. All right, so this is actually my favorite tree. I recently connected to this tree, and to me it's a sacred tree. So I thought I would show it to you. I originally sat down beside it and realized that I didn't have a great connection there. So instead, I'm just going to show it to you. So first things first, whenever we do any type of meditation, we want to find a comfortable and relaxed seat. So as you can tell, I'm outside. I find being outside a lot easier for myself. So if that's an option for you, that's great. The other thing you might want to do is eliminate any distractions that you have. For instance, if there's other things going on in your background that you find distracting, maybe there's a space that you can also go to that's quiet. Now, the first thing that we want to focus on are the cords that we're attaching to other people. So, for instance, and feel free to say where you're from as well if you feel like you have any cords attached to you right now as we speak. Do you know whose cords are attached to you as well? How do energetic cords make you feel? Just as a little observation moment as well, okay? So we're going to possibly be outside, finding a quiet place without distraction. And now we're becoming more aware and observant of if we do have any energetic cords around us, within us as well, okay? So just taking a moment there, and you can share as well. So one way to tell is when we're observing our breath, when we're observing our physical bodies, there's an emotional layer to that as well. So if you do a bit of a scan along your chakras, how does your heart feel? Does your heart feel open? Does your heart feel closed? Just observing that. So ideally at this moment, you should be feeling relatively good. And if you do happen to have any energetic cords attached to you, we want those energetic cords to be positive. We want those to be loving. And so, for instance, if you love your husband or your wife, that might give you a warm sensation, a feeling of love. So they might be thinking about you. You might have had a recent positive interaction with that person. And so you might be feeling pretty good. But on the flip side, you might have just gotten in a fight with someone. You might have had some conflict. There might be someone in your energy field that's no longer serving you. And maybe you haven't been able to be honest with that person and fully let them go. Or maybe is someone that you're happy with, but they're really struggling at this time. Perhaps they're going through a bit of a funk, and you might be feeling that, okay? So, two different options here. You have loving, warm energy, positive connections, positive cords, you're feeling good. Then you might have other cords with other people who are going through something negative emotionally. Maybe someone is physically sick around you as well. And so these are the not so good cords that we want to make sure that we're cutting on a regular basis. So now that we've observed that, perhaps there is someone specific in mind whose energy you would like to cut a cord with. You can visualize that person in front of you. So we're inviting them into our energy field to become present, to become aware. And this is an opportunity for you to breathe and ground. And all we're doing is we're just inviting those cords between you and that person to be cut as we ground and acknowledge that we want the energy to be cut. You can visualize that cord being cut. Just noticing how it feels after you do this. And the key thing here is we never want to have fear when we're doing this. This is something that we get to do. This is something that we're taking time for ourselves to do. And it is really important that you do take the time to do this exercise. If you've never done it before, there might be multiple cords coming up for you. And if you know who those people are, just keep putting that person in front of you and doing the same thing. Acknowledging that you want to cut the cord as you remain grounded, and then visualizing that cord being cut. Keeping in mind that if you are able to invite the other person to also cut the cord, if they are unaware that you're cutting cords, perhaps maybe you need to have a conversation as well. But for now, we're going to do it on an energetic level. And just remaining in this grounded space, we're going to check in and observe the body again, noticing how that feels. Does it feel lighter? Again, maybe there's someone else coming up for you. It doesn't have to be positive or negative. If somebody's coming up in your energy field, just in your mind as well, in your mental thoughts, bring that person in front of you through visualization and repeat the process. Oh, there we have a beautiful blue jay. So as we surround you in white light, we're going to invite any additional energies or cords that might be still in and around your energy field to also be cut, just as a quick cleansing opportunity. Keeping in mind there is such thing as a good cord as well, so if you're feeling loving and warm, there's a possibility that there is someone who loves you, who's possibly thinking about you, or has had positive interactions with you recently. And these are okay as well. Just reminding yourself, if you're not feeling that loving, positive energy, you can come back and repeat this process. I'm sending you so much love, and thank you for doing your first day of a meditation with me. Bye for now.